Hi, this is Mr. Walls. Welcome to Piano for Beginners. This is part 2 of naming piano keys. At the last video, I'm just going to do a recap of what we did. We were able to name and label all the white keys. Today, we're going to be looking at naming the black keys with the concept of sharps and flats. You've heard somebody could say, or a singer could tell the keyboard player, give me C sharp or give me B flat, and you're wondering what is that. First, I'll tell you the function of a sharp. A sharp is like your hashtag, and your flat looks like a B, but it's not a B. It has sharp ends like that. So, the function of a sharp is to raise a note by a step, and the function of the flat is to lower a note by a step. So let's use C as an example. You have C, the white key, before the set of two black keys. You have a black key exactly after C, immediately after C. When you apply a sharp to C, the function is to raise it by a step. The next note that you're going to meet is the black key, the first black key after key C in the set of the two black keys. So that first black key, we're going to safely name it, which is the name everybody refers or calls it, C sharp. Why do you call it C sharp? Because you raised C to get to that note. So that first black key is C sharp. So the black key after D will be D sharp. You will notice that there's no black key between E and F. So the black key after F is F sharp. The black key after G is G sharp. The black key after A is A sharp. So we've been able to name all the black keys from C to the next C, which is a complete cycle, or we call it an octave. That's what we really call it. An octave is when you go from one note to the same note on the next register of your keyboard. For instance, from C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, from that C to C is an octave. From D to next D is also an octave. No matter what note you start from, the moment you get to that same note on the next register, you've gotten to a point where you can call it an octave. It's actually an interval of 12 notes, but we are going to explain what an interval is, and that's the next thing we're going to be doing after I tell you the flat names of the black keys. Let's use D as our example. The function of a flat is to lower a note by a step. So look at D. D is the white key after C. The black key between C and D is what we call C sharp. That was because you were considering or looking at it from C. You raised C to get that note. But that same note, if you look at it from D and you apply a flat to D, it will still give you that same note between C and D. So we can safely call that note D flat, which means that your C sharp is also D flat. Your C sharp is also D flat. You look at it from C, that note is C sharp. You look at it from D, that same note is D flat. So the black note before E is E flat. You'll find out that you don't have any black key between E and F. So there's no F flat practically. But when you consider the theory, you may have something like that. We're still going to get to that, but let's not mix things up at this point. The black note between F and G is also called G flat. Between G and A flat. Between A and B flat. With this, we've been able to label all the keys on the piano. I'm sure right now, for those of you who have pianos at home, and it's probably it has been part of your furniture. Now, when you look at it, you can relate and label and say this is C, and do that as we move on. So with this, we've been able to label all the keys on the piano. So checking it one note after the other, we have C, C sharp, using the sharp names now. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and we're back to C. Using the flat names, you have C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, and then back to C. So this brings us to the end of this episode. The next thing that we're going to be doing, which will be on the next video, is intervals. This is going to open your minds up to something fresh. You'll be able to play major scales, which is your usual do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and and we just move on like that. So that's all for this episode. This is Mr. Walls on Piano for Beginners. Keep practicing.